Hello everybody, it's Lauren here.
And Kyle.
And we are the coaches at Team Cosmic Bodies. And today we are going over the recap of my diet break because it's my very last day of this diet break. And then we're gonna go into some questions that you guys answered here. So first off, thank you so much for participating, and you guys are being so awesome with this whole journey of ours, and just being
supportive, watching,
supportive, and wanting to learn from us, because that's why you're here, right? You're here to learn, and we want to be there for you. Yeah. Okay, let's recap what's been going on.
Okay, yeah, so initially in our past video we talked about her doing a 9-day diet break with 5 days being at 300 grams of carbs, 40 fat, 115, 120 grams of protein. And we're gonna do that for 5 days, and then 4 days having a little bit lower carbs at 250 grams of carbs. And so 5 days, 4 days, but she wasn't really gaining enough. Like, you were kind of maintaining and then losing, and so I just wanted to make these carbs really stick. And it's like, just no one wants to go through a diet break and being like, oh, we should have done a little bit more. Yeah. So yeah, a little bit of an audible, and basically I had her do 7 days at 300 grams of carbs, 40 fat, and 115 grams of protein, and then 2 days. So yesterday and today, I'm having her do 275 grams of carbs,
but more fat,
50 fat, and 120 grams of protein. Yeah. So 2,050 calories. Or something
honestly,
like that,
the fat, just like that. I know that 10 grams doesn't sound a lot, and yesterday I'm like, only 10 grams? What the heck? But like, I don't know. Last night I was so full, and I had salmon. If you guys watched my Instagram, salmon, I had like a full tablespoon and a half of peanut butter and avocado in my salad. Yeah. And like, I was so full and so satisfied.
Yeah. So I wanted the carbs to really stick, so we added a little bit of fat, brought the carbs down a little bit for the last 2 days. Slow things down a little bit, but at the same time, mentally, I feel like it's a nice break to have just a little bit more fat in, even if it's just, 10, 20 grams. Yeah, just a nice little mental break. So, just that's what we're doing.
Yeah, guys, and now I am so ready to get back to the freaking diet. Like, my willpower is there. I feel amazing right now. Energy's high, and I'm ready to push for this next, final weeks here. Final stretch here, because my pro debut is around the freaking corner, and I gotta get in conditioned here. We got 8 to 10 maybe pounds to lose. We still have some time here to cruise into my show. So I am like so ready to get down to it and do this.
And that's what you want at the end of a diet break. You kind of want them to be like, I'm over this. Like, maybe on your like 6th or 7th day, you're like, oh gosh, like this is a lot of food. I kind of want to start my prep again. Maybe you're losing a little bit of lines, a little bit of detail. Real
quick, like, the diet break isn't easy. Like, I'm just saying, like, it's hard mentally to be like, okay, I'm in a diet break. The scale isn't going anywhere. The scale isn't dropping. It's kind of raising up a little bit, and it is kind of mentally tough. But right now I am like happy that I got through it, and the 9 days flew by. And that's why, yes, I feel really good. So, question that somebody asked.
There was a question on Instagram that was like, why do you want the weight to go up during a diet break? Why don't you just want it to maintain? And that's good. I mean, you can maintain, but I did want to see it spill over a little bit. I wanted to see the scale go up a little bit. That way I know, just like a refeed or, it's the same reason, right? I'm trying to keep her system healthy and hormonally in a good place, and psychologically, physically in a good place for performance and recovery. So I did want her to gain
my muscles.
Yeah, I wanted her to gain a little bit of weight, so I know that she's out of the deficit. Yeah, I don't want her to gain 3, 4, or 5 pounds, but if you regain a little bit of weight, hey, maybe she's gaining some muscle back. Maybe
all that nutrients that I'm eating, it's there to heal me and give me that nutrient so I can recover. It's helping my hormones. Like, the scale needs to go up a little bit. It can't drop. even maintaining, you know, that's what we did, wanted it to go up a little bit, and that's why. Okay, first question, and I'm putting the questions down below here. So this person is in a bulking phase, and they are wondering if they should track everything they eat, or is it good to have like a mental break and not count? I think it's very good to have mental breaks, especially when you're in your off season. I mean, you're in your off season right now. You don't have to be like super, super rigid and counting everything to the gram. You're gonna get burnt out. And you know, you should have longevity in this, right? So it's not like, hey, I'm not counting today, I'm gonna eat like an ass and I'm gonna go binge eat. And no, you should still be very responsible and try to aim for your calories that you're bulking at. Whatever those calories are, so you can definitely, you know, you're trying to aim for those calories, but you're not measuring out everything on a food scale and pulling up MyFitnessPal and everything like that.
As you become more advanced, you'll have these habitual meals for prep, and you have habitual lifestyle meals for your improvement season and off season that might be higher, you know, calories. So as you become more advanced, you'll find the need to it's not even like intuitive eating. It's not even like you need to track. It's just, this is your diet, and yeah, you'll have habitual meals you can go towards.
I did that during my off season. I found myself eating the same exact meals because I love those meals, and I just looked at my portion sizes, and literally I probably hit the same calories as I would if I was tracking.
Yeah, so, and it's a preference thing. It's like how much do you want to track? Do you get burned out from it? If you don't track, are you gonna like not be able to gain weight? Or if you stop tracking, are you gonna gain all this weight? Maybe you should track 4 times a week. You know, so you got to find what's with your preference and what works well with you. But yeah, I think not tracking sometimes in the off season.
For me, I just didn't track on the weekends. I didn't track on Saturday and Sunday, and everything else I like really.
But let's get into the
diet break questions. Okay, Jesse asked a good question about, everyone's been wondering how to find your estimated macros.
I mean, I want to say there's like 3 or 4 or 5 people asking about estimated macros.
So this is the biggest one. How do you find your maintenance calories here when you are, you know, dieting, or if you're in your off season? So guys, like, it is data that you obviously have been collecting, or your coach has been collecting throughout, you know, the years or months of working together. So that's the first thing, is, you know, weighing yourself every day and
taking the weekly average.
Taking the weekly average. But how Kyle likes to do it is, what is that little...
Well, based on calories per pound. So like, yes, you're exactly right, Jesse. It is dependent on context. How lean the person is, the work capacity they have in the gym. You know, how are they lifting? Are they working hard? Are they having intense? How much volume are they doing? Their non-exercise activity, and then their cardio, and then also it's like genetically, some people can just eat more carbs than others, ectomorphs versus mesomorphs. I'm sure you guys have all heard that. So all of these things do play a role, as well as, like she said, she's like, we're looking at what refeeds did with you in the past, or what you did in the off season before starting prep. But like, let's say you've lost weight and you want to get estimated macros. It is kind of a gut feeling I do get, as far as like what this person can handle as I learn more about them. But I do think a general rule of thumb would be, let's say, general rule of thumb, I'd like to do calories per pound, based off calories per pound. So you would take your body weight in pounds, and you would times it by, like, let's say you're bulking, it would be like 16, 17, 18, 19 calories per pound. And that's the calories.
Based on how much like activity you do throughout the day, meat and stuff like that, so, energy expenditure.
Yeah, so it's like from 16 and up to 20 or whatever, that's like based off calories per pound, you're eating in a surplus. If you're eating like, let's say 15 calories per pound, maybe that is a good way to do estimated maintenance. Maybe you've been dieting a while, maybe it's a little bit less, but a general rule of thumb would be dieting would be like 8.5, 9, 10, 11, 12 calories per pound. So I think even 12. Sometimes you could be eating 14 calories per pound and be losing body body weight. So everyone's so different.
Some people have crazy metabolism.
Yeah, I would say the general rule of thumb is 10 to 14 is deficit, 15 is maintenance, 16 to 20 is surplus, and that is very generic and not custom.
Yeah.
Because some people might have to get to...
Again, like, you know, I keep saying Kyle's like this magician guy that like knows, but it's just because like, and we just have so much data with our clients. Like I said before, we literally have this spreadsheet where we see what they weigh, what they're eating, what happened after their refeed, like all of this stuff that we've like communicated
with?
No, like
cumulative.
Yeah, I cannot say that. Like over like I don't know months and years of working together, and that's kind of just how we figured out. It's like a gut feeling in a way too that we have. Do you think we answered the maintenance question?
I mean, it's just
it's like it's not as hard as you think.
So yeah, that was a big question. The general rule of thumb is yes, you can use calories per pound, but for the most part, it is all those variables I just said previously and the context and the spreadsheet and the data.
Yes. Yep. Elsa asked, she's been dieting for 10 weeks and she's lost 8 pounds. That's incredible. Congratulations on doing that. But right now, you're feeling super low energy and you're having some lack of sleep. Would it be good to incorporate a diet break even though you're not hitting a plateau right now? Yes, I would definitely incorporate a diet break. I mean, you've been dieting for 10 weeks. That's a long time and you've lost 8 pounds. I would definitely be incorporating a diet break just to help you mentally and help with your sleep and help with your energy and help you keep pushing for how much more weight you want to lose. I don't know if you're in contest prep or you're just like trying to lose some fat. So if I was in your position, it's good to do it, to be proactive about the diet break. I know you're not hitting a plateau right now. So I think it's better to like kind of like do it before because you are feeling these feelings right now.
Yeah, I would do a week.
I would do a week.
I would do a week long, maybe 10 days, maybe 2 weeks, and then
we don't know how much time you have.
Yeah, it depends on the goal, how much time you have, how lean you are. Yeah, so that's...
Yeah, but go for it. Do it. Diet breaks aren't only for plateaus. There's so much more that it's going to benefit you from.
And then, yes, Mia, we are planning on reversing into the show if we can, or maybe for the next show after that. Of course, that's always the goal.
I look better.
And yeah, she might be looking stressed and beat up, a little bit worn down and stringy and flat. And so yeah, you definitely want to be reversing up and bringing the calories up and tapering up the carbohydrates and stuff like that to tighten up the skin. Yeah, tighten up the skin, get rid of the water retention and inflammation, and kind of like have this crisp, full look on stage and revived and just like, right? You don't want to look...
Should always taper up some carbs going into your show.
And I would definitely say, Dina, you should definitely do a diet break. I would do at least 2 weeks. I think 2 weeks would be really good for you. I think even gaining 3 or 4 pounds back would be beneficial, and then get back to the grind. But if you have a lot of time on your hands, I'm okay with you doing like 4 weeks of a diet break and then getting back to it. And maybe you gain 5 pounds back in 4 weeks or so. And it might be a lot initially. Like you might gain 3 pounds back, and then it just slowly is tapering up, and then you'll lose all that really quick if you do 2-4 weeks off.
But congratulations, losing 25 pounds in
awesome.
7 months. I mean, that's incredible, and you got 30 more. Keep going. You got this. You got this. Andrea is knowing if she should count her protein, like from like her oats and stuff like that. If you are in a contest prep, yes. You need to count every single macro. Sometimes protein is coming from oatmeal, like I said. Sometimes protein is actually coming from other carb sources you are using, even vegetables and stuff. I see like there's like protein in it as well. So yeah, if you're in a contest prep, definitely have to count that, but still be getting in your high quality protein. Like don't just be doing a ton of PB Fit and still be getting in high quality protein like chicken in your whey.
Oats are overrated. Yes, you should definitely count every macro when you're in a fat loss phase. You should count the protein in the oats. I just think personally oats are overrated.
What do you mean by that? Oats are overrated?
Yeah, I mean, I think they've like become this like healthy, clean thing, and they're good. It's a good carb source, I guess. I mean, it has a lot of fiber.
I love oatmeal. I don't know what he's fucking talking about.
It's gonna satisfy you, but it does have a lot of fat in it. It does have a lot of protein in it and stuff like that. So if carbs are getting lower, or depending on the goal, I just think cream of rice and cream of wheat is a better option. There's less fat, less carb, less fat, less fiber, less protein, and then you can have more egg whites that way.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
More whole eggs that way.
Yeah.
But that's just my preference. I mean, if you... And what she was saying about off-season was...
Yeah, what was I saying?
Yeah, let's say you're not really counting your macros in the off-season, you're just counting your protein. I wouldn't count the protein from my oats in the off-season. I would just count my high-quality grams of protein. So it's like, I had my Greek yogurt, and that was a protein feeding. I had my, animal product. I had my whey shake.
You had like 4 protein feedings or 5 a day.
Yeah, I would just count, protein from high-quality sources.
Okay, so I'm doing the 40 minutes of cardio a day, and I'm counting my steps as well. So when I'm doing my cardio session, I am still wearing my Fitbit here. So I probably get in 5K steps when I'm doing my cardio session. So I include that with my daily total steps. But today is my rest day, and I've only gotten 2,000 steps, so I need to go outside and go get my 10K in today. So yeah, like I'm including it with my cardio. As of right now, that actually might change. Kyle might be like, okay, well, take off your Fitbit when you're doing your cardio, and you still have to get in like that 10K. So I don't know, that's what he might do that.
Yeah, I mean, it's just another tool, right? You have tools as far as like, I want to do this cardio, I'm going to do these steps. I just want to make sure she's moving outside of her gym sessions, outside of her step count. I mean, outside of her cardio, because as you diet down, as you're in a deficit, as you get leaner, subconsciously, you will be moving around less. Your body's going to not want to move around as much. Yeah. So you might just find yourself laying there. So the steps are kind of more important as you kind of get dialed in and we're getting closer to show. It's like, it's just reassuring that she's not being lazy couch potato when, outside of her planned sessions.
Yeah. So yep. Honestly, I've been loving doing the step thing because I feel like it does keep me going and keep me moving. So
yeah, some people don't do any cardio at all and they go for 15, 20K steps a day. I mean, there's just so many ways you can do this.
Yeah, and then fasted cardio, does it burn more fat? What's your personal preference? No, fasted cardio, it's not gonna burn more fat. I mean, everybody has different opinions out there. I think there's like different, research and stuff like that out there. One example is to take yohimbine when you're fasted and some caffeine, and that can help with some stubborn fat. But guys, no, it's not going to help you burn more fat. It depends on your genetics. Right now, the reason why I'm doing fasted cardio is because it fits my lifestyle, it fits my schedule. I like to get up in the morning, get it done, because I'm a busy person. I have other things that I need to do throughout my day. And I just like knocking it out in the morning, and it puts me in a really good mood, and I don't have to worry about doing it later. So that's why I do it fasted.
Yeah, it's definitely a preference. And then again, it depends what expert you talk to.
But what, were you going to lose muscle?
No. It's pretty low impact.
Yeah, it's low impact, guys. I'm just walking at an incline. It's very low impact.
Just get a protein feeding after she does it.
Yep.
It's just a preference to her.
All right, guys, that is it. We answered your questions. Diet Break series is over. So thank you so much for hanging out during my diet break. I hope you guys enjoyed it.
Like the video, comment down below, subscribe, say what up. Let us know if you're going to the Arnold.
Yeah, or please come say hi to us wherever we are at. I don't know. Don't be afraid to come up and say hi to us, even Kyle. Okay. Alrighty, bye.